Hello friends, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to take you on a little art adventure. I scored a Little Tykes dollhouse on the side of the road where a lady was throwing one out. Her kids were grown, she no longer needed it, so I asked permission from her and she was like, yeah, totally, pick it up, get it out off my lawn. So I grabbed it, I brought it home, and I'm going to take it and turn it into a haunted dollhouse. And I know you've probably been seeing these all over the internet, so I am going to take you along with me and we're going to make over one on our own. So if you'd like to see me transform a Little Tykes house into a haunted Little Tykes house, then come along. Okay, here she is, the Play School Playhouse, and we're just going to go ahead and give you a mini tour. And as you can see, it was very well loved, and the stickers have rotted away, which is just fine, and it's very pink, very purple, very hideous. So I'm just going to grab that little scrub brush there and possibly some of this Goo Gone, and I'm just going to try and remove the stickers as best as possible. As you can see, it is a pain in the butt. It is like you'll need the jaws of life to get them off of here. So I just got tired of that, and we're just going to try and scrub it off as much as possible. Cleaning, I just want to know, what did you guys get into as far as projects, or what kind of fun projects can you start when it's warm outside in the fall? I don't know why I felt compelled to just try this one, but I'm just curious as to what you guys might have gotten into. And as you can see here, I'm spray painting away at this thing, and you will see here in a second, it just does not work that way. Now, when it's coated right here, I had to actually get some white. It's almost like I had to use Kills and roll it on to get the base layer to stick, because spray paint was not getting it. And here I am with all the colors. I feel like I want to paint the house because I want it to kind of have a little bit of dimension, and I like a little bit of color. I like the muted colors here, and I just wanted it to feel dark and spooky, but also something at night where you can kind of see it and it's just not a dark blob. I want it to kind of have just a little bit of dimension. So I just picked up a couple different colors, and of course I have some rub and buff as well. Speaking of spooky houses, did you guys get to experience any fun haunted tours or made haunted houses? I'm just curious. This season, I really didn't get to go to any of them. I don't know if I was just too busy, or if all the ones that kind of jumped out at me, either the timing was wrong or they were booked up, but I would just be curious. And if you have gone to any that are really cool, just send them my way, because I would be curious and I like to go. I don't know, there's some that are in Nashville that look like they would be fun. And then also like some of these sneaky historical towns, like maybe like Natchez, Mississippi, I think that would be a neat one to go to. They seem to have a lot of like that Civil War history and just really kind of eerie past, but that one would be a fun one, I would think, to go experience as well. So, but yeah, I don't know, just hit me up and let me know of any, you know, around in the South region, just kind of what you got, or if there's some that just pop up randomly during different times of the year, not just necessarily around Halloween time. I'd be interested. This was probably the most daunting part of this whole project, is the painting. And right here where I'm painting the roof, I'm painting it shingle by shingle because I wanted to have a little definition in between. So I did leave some of that white showing in between the shingles, just so it kind of looked like architectural shingles from afar, and it's not just as much of a blob of a roof, because, you know, when you look at a roof line, I like to see architectural shingles. I don't want to see one flat line of roof. So it just took a while, and the painting, like I said, it is just the most daunting part of this project. It felt like it took forever, and I had to do it layer by layer, day by day, but eventually it all kind of comes together. So one thing that actually surprised me this year that happened, and it feels like stepping back a couple years, is the Martha Stewart Halloween magazine showed back up on the newsstands this year. And I am a sucker for it. I am here for it. I had to buy one. And I hope she doesn't do that again where she pulls that out of print. But if you didn't get the Martha Stewart Halloween edition, I highly recommend you go back into like magazine archives and buy one. She kind of put a little nod to all of her past like costumes and all the things she's done over the past Halloweens in this magazine from this year. So if you didn't happen to see it on the newsstands, I highly recommend checking it out and go and get a copy. Right here, I just kind of like to hold the colors up as to where I'm going to put them. Like right here, I want to put the purple on the shutters, and then also on the brick, I want to take this flat green and just kind of give the house a nice matte facade with the green first before I start adding the trim. This green almost fades the house into the background of the grass. I didn't realize I picked a color so earthy that it just kind of almost camouflaged and blended the house into the scenery. But I don't know, I guess I saw it and I just thought I had to have it, and there you go. Speaking of creepy doll houses, do any of y'all have any good creepy doll stories? I know that there was a doll that was in the house when I was growing up as a kid, that it was my mom's, and it used to kind of give me the creeps because the doll would play music, and I don't know, for whatever reason, you know how you get a vibe of like a creepy doll with a dollhouse, and sometimes, I don't know if it's just that people have stories, or do spirits actually just kind of jump into and start possessing little creepy dolls? But I don't know. I'd just be curious to hear y'all's stories and why a doll is such a creepy type of toy, and why it just, I don't know, because it has human characteristics. There's something definitely to it, and there's some kind of reason why maybe dolls tend to be more of a spooky type of toy item than, I believe, almost probably than any other toy item. But I don't know, just let me know. Hit me up. Let me know your creepy doll stories, because I would be interested in hearing them. Okay, here it is. It is no longer pink and purple, even though there's a little tiny peekaboo of pink on the inside. I will touch that up later. I know it does not look perfect. It is very rough, but I haven't painted the trim yet, so I didn't go real perfect along the edges yet, but I will touch it up, don't worry. And as you can see, I went to the Dollar Tree and I had to have a little haul for things to add to it. And you can see these cute little creepy yard stakes, and I have some plans for them. So just kind of bear with me as the creative process happens to unfold. I really didn't have plans before I went to the store as to what I was going to put where, but when I saw these, I kind of had an idea as soon as I saw them where I wanted them to go. So I'm going to kind of modify them here a little bit, and then I will show you where I'm going to put them. Okay, now I have my little creepy staffs complete. I have some super glue here, and I'm going to kind of take you through all the ways of how not to do things here in just a moment, as you'll see. And spread out on this coffee table, I have a haul from the Dollar Tree. You can see all the little things that I purchased that I will want to put inside of our little spooky dollhouse, or I guess you could just call it a mini haunted house at this point. And just all the different little things that I picked up just to kind of decorate the inside and the outside with. The Dollar Tree always kind of comes in clutch and has like just very simple items, but yet they look effective and they work. So we're not gonna knock it. We're just gonna go with it. I could not live without this cute vintage pinup spooky sign, and I have a plan to put it out in front of the house. And then also I got this over at Home Depot, and this witch was mini size, and it was just a neat animatronic, and the size was right, and I saw it and I thought it would fit perfect inside the little haunted house to scare all the little children. It was just spooky enough. And here it is, the completed paint job that I'm gonna do. I know I could have continued and kept adding more detail and making it a little more intricate, but time was not my friend this season. So this is it. This is its completed form. And it almost looks like a little doghouse. I don't know. I like the way it turned out, and I just lost my dog recently, and it's just kind of reminded me of him. He never lived in a doghouse outside, but I know you've seen my little buddy Diesel, who's been in my previous videos, and he was my bull mastiff. I had him for 13 and a half years, and I thought he was gonna live to make it to 14, and he just died unexpectedly. He was a really, really old man, and I miss him so much. But yeah, I know some of you are probably going through missing somebody or something this season, and if you are, I'm right here with you. So it's just unfortunate. It's the ugly part of life that when you love something, it just, it happens. It's inevitable. We're all gonna pass one day, but it just sucks when it happens and you're not ready for it and it's unexpected. One part I didn't show you here is at first I had super glue, and I tried to glue these little staffs onto the house with super glue, and it did not work. They just fell right off. And you saw me pull out model plastic cement, and this is what I'm doing right now. Is I have that plastic cement, and I'm holding and holding and holding, and it took about 5 minutes for each thing that I tried to glue on to hold it to stick. It was a very daunting process. There was a lot of cussing involved. I'm sure my neighbor on the other side of the fence probably thought, damn, his neighbor's got Tourette's over there, because every time I thought it was gonna stick, it would just pop right off, and then I'd have to pick it up off the ground and hold it there for 5 minutes longer. So it was a very daunting process, but I do like the way that these cheap little points just kind of made the house kind of fun, and where it kind of just gave it almost like a whimsical conservatory type of feel. And that's kind of what I was going for. Okay, so I'm just doing one more quick walkthrough right now, and it rained overnight, so I'm just kind of checking over the house and checking all the things out that I glued on yesterday and just seeing that everything is still intact and that the plastic cement did hold up to the weather, so that is a good thing. So it's staying looking pretty decent, so we'll move on. And here is the fun part of Halloween. You can't have Halloween without candy, and I went candy shopping. It is one of my favorite things to do. I like to make up little goodie bags. I like to have a variety. I like to have gummies, chocolates, toys, everything in there. So, Halloween is fun. So I like to make it so as well. So I'm just doing one more rough little check over on everything, and I'm going to move the house here shortly, but it is staying put. I'm rather surprised because it was a really tough project as far as gluing things on. That cement was really hard to work with. You really had to be patient with it. It is Halloween now, and the sun is starting to finally set. I'm just getting everything in place. I've got my candy bags down here next to the door. We have more candy in the hallway, and then I'm a busy working mom, so here we go. I had to have Jimmy John's cater because otherwise nobody would get anything to eat other than candy for the night. And here is the house on Halloween night. I've got it lit up, and it is ready to go for the little trick-or-treaters. So I'm just going to give you one last little glance here before the sun sets. Here's these little minis right here. Hey Wyatt, ooh, what you got? One of the things that I had envisioned for this project is I wanted an indoor water feature that lit up, and I just didn't get quite enough time to put that together. But that is one of the things that I will add to it if I bring it back next year or just set it out for, summerween. It will be a fun little conservatory type of house in the summertime if it's, kept intact throughout the winter. But, there's always things we can add. But I really overall liked how it turned out. And I'm kind of pleased with how easy it was to add this stuff to the house. And honestly, I didn't use that cement glue at all. I just used a hot glue gun, and I'm really shocked that it actually worked better than this cement did. So just note to self, if you do decide to create your own house, once you get paint on it, That glue gun, it works amazing. So don't be scared to use it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope this video inspired you to go off and grab one of those play school houses if somebody's got it pitched on the side of the road and create it into something fun, and it gives you some kind of guidepost to what it could look like versus what it did look like. Thank you all for watching. Stick around for the next episode. I will be doing something, I assure you, completely different. And until next time, bye.